Starting Thursday, you're no longer a Gmail user, a YouTube user, or a Blogger user. Now you're just a Google user. Google has consolidated its privacy policies from more than 60 of its products into one policy. Google says the information it collects will remain the same and that nothing about users will be sold or moved outside Google. ZDNet says the information Google collects may not be personally identifiable, but the fact remains Google is monitoring users more closely than ever. There is no explicit consent sought, merely through its privacy policies and terms and conditions, which are not read by the vast majority, but data is nevertheless still handed on. Just because it doesn't have your name on it does not mean it's any less of a violation. University of Calgary professor Dr. Tom Keenan points out, Google is so ingrained with the web, it's hard to avoid being tracked.
If you want to get completely out of the Google world, they have this funny thing, the Data Liberation Front. And they will actually allow you to liberate your data and get everything out of Google. But then where are you going to take it? That's the question, right? Okay. Everybody uses Google.
The National Association of Attorneys General had some stern words for Google last week. In a letter to Google CEO Larry Page, it said Google hasn't provided users a clear way out of its targeted tracking. It rings hollow to call their ability to exit the Google products ecosystem a choice in an internet economy where the clear majority of all internet users use and frequently rely on at least one Google product on a regular basis. And consumer privacy isn't the only concern. A writer for Time points out having one Google account will make it easier for governments to ask the company for your records, a fact which may bode ill for citizens around the world. How will Google react when governments in profitable markets start asking for these new, more complete user records? The line between investigating criminal matters and political opposition is thin, and in the past, many government officials have shown no hesitation in crossing it. Google agreed to add a Do Not Track option to its Chrome browser last week, but ignored calls to delay the new privacy policy. For Newsy, I'm Christina Hartman. Multiple sources, The Real Story.